In this video, I am going to show you how I painted these two feathers in very different styles, and you will see why feathers can be a great warm-up for your watercolor journal. So let's get started. I was enjoying painting with some new colors and techniques in my watercolor journal, and feathers are super fun and versatile as a subject because you can make them elegant or quirky, brightly colored or subdued. For this video, I'm going to paint two different looks, the first one using lots of color and some decorative mixed media, and the other one, a blue and gold striped feather, is just a bit more refined and a little less abstract. Here I'm sketching my first feather, and I'm using Fabriano cold press paper on a 5x7 block. Now for the painting. I'm starting with a green-blue on the bottom right here. Then I jumped over to the left side, since I wanted to keep it the same colors and not have to rinse my brush. Now some phthalo blue. Since the rest of the feather shape is one continuous area and I didn't want to have hard edges, I just painted up and around, letting the colors blend into each other, wet and wet for soft transitions. I'm also using some drops of just pure water to make some deliberate abstract textures in the still wet paint. Once it was dry, I used my Posca acrylic paint pen to add some white spots here on the end of the feather. Then I used some gold ink all the way around the edges and around the little gaps in the feather. So this batik effect is more of a happy accident than anything intentional, but I thought the pigment was a little too heavy, so I decided to lightly scrub the paint and lift it away. It ended up lifting more than I expected, but I really did kind of like this effect that it created, and I thought it looked like a batik style, which is wax painting on silk. I added some more white paint where it had lifted off, and then I was done with this feather. Now for this golden blue feather, I'm again just sketching the shape on my watercolor block here. I'm adding a deep blue on every other section of this feather. I'm making it more concentrated towards the center by the quill, and then dampening my brush to spread it outwards towards the outside edges, making it a little more transparent. I then ended up using some indigo for the darkest areas to really add some contrast between the inner and outer edges. Once it was all dry, I carefully erased my pencil lines and got some watery gold ochre on my palette. I'm adding the gold in the white spaces, but I'm letting the water reactivate the blue and blend into the gold along the edges for a more modern effect. I'm enhancing the depth of color while these areas are still wet, and I also add a little burnt sienna along the centers. Once it dried, I used a thick concentration of indigo to paint the quill, and then it was done. I really enjoyed painting these feathers, and if you would like to try something similar, I would love to see what you create. You can tag me on Instagram at @oralessonjack. Also, don't forget to leave a comment below if you'd like to see other warm-up ideas. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up as it really helps small channels like mine, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more watercolor tips and tutorial videos. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.